What's going on, Knock Nation? It's your boy, Hanok Crypto. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am looking forward to getting into the $100 million challenge. For those of you that don't know, looking to turn $1 million into $100 million in crypto. Might go to zero, might go to $500 million. Who knows? But I simply want to document the journey and the story every step of the way for you all to see. If you're on Twitter, thank you for retweeting. Thank you for following. If you're on YouTube, thank you for subscribing, hitting the bell, dropping your questions and your comments down below. I will be interacting with what you bring to the barbecue today. So let's do this. Why don't we let's do a wallet check. Okay, actually, you know what? Before we get into the wallet, for those of you that missed it, the wallet is at about $2.8 million right now. We're at $2,885,000. It was about 2.79 this morning, so we went up a little bit from this morning. Apollo Inu carrying the wallet, the portfolio right now. Ethereum is showing, some signs of life, which is encouraging. Engine is actually doing pretty well. The only token in our entire portfolio that continues to suffer is Saitama. I believe that's due to the delays. So let me get into the different projects that I'm into and just kind of give my rationale and my explanation around why I got into each project, what I see moving forward. And the reason why I like to do that, y'all, is I think it's important for people to know the principles behind the picks. Okay, the principles behind the picks. Don't ever go to social media looking for anyone to tell you what to invest in, but always take a look at the principles behind their picks. So the reason why I got into Ethereum is, I need dry powder. Right, I need Ethereum sitting to the side so I can invest into any ERC20 token. I have noticed a pattern that many developers are developing on the Ethereum blockchain. I do think it's the future. I could actually see a day where Ethereum might actually overtake Bitcoin. Sorry I said it, but we'll see what actually happens. Who knows? So Ethereum's our dry powder. Number two, let's move to Engine. Engine. So I got into Engine for a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to have a footprint in the NFT space, right? I haven't bought an NFT yet, but that day is absolutely coming at some point, I'm sure. But what Engine actually does is Engine takes NFTs and integrates them into existing gaming platforms. A lot of gaming companies, a lot of gaming platforms and companies don't have a blockchain developer and don't have anybody on the team that can help integrate NFTs onto the platform. So Engine exists to help companies do just that. So it's a roundabout way for me to get involved in NFTs. I think it's a really creative way to get in. They've been around for a very long time. So I'm really excited about that. Y'all know my criteria. I look for strong leadership teams. I look for innovative and creative utility and tokenomics, and I look for strong marketing opportunities, within these projects. And I see that right here with Engine. So really excited about that. Let me move on to Apollo Inu. This is my best performing project in my portfolio. It's no surprise. The reason why this one's doing really well is a couple things. One, I'm crazy stupid early. I remember getting into, listen, every year there's a Shiba Inu. Every year there's a Saitama. In fact, there's several of them that launch every single year. A Floki Inu, Baby Cake, whatever. These tokens and these projects that start off microscopic and blow up. You can see a 10x, 100x, 1000x, 10,000x. And that's the holy grail of crypto, is to be so early in a project that could one day do crazy numbers and holding on for the ride. So when we did a ton of analysis on Apollo Inu, the number one reason that we were drawn to this project is the leadership team, is the Docs dev team. The way that they've handled themselves with professionalism, with class, with consistency, with discipline, they continue to execute their roadmap, and they do it flawlessly. The transparency that we see with the Trello app, the strong community that is being built, and it's less than 3,000 token holders at the time of this recording. I remember getting into Saitama with under 10,000 holders and riding that up to a $16 billion market cap. I remember watching Shiba Inu grow from nothing. Well, I got in in May, but I remember going back and watching the videos of when Shiba Inu was getting started and hearing about the Telegram groups and the Discord groups and when they were microscopic, and now they've got 1.1 million holders, a multi-billion-dollar market cap coin. And Shiba Inu launched in 2020. Saitama launched in 2021. And there's going to be many more that launch this year. In fact, I think I've got one in my portfolio. So I'm really excited to see what this looks like. I'm really excited about Apollo Inu and where the project is headed. It is so crazy early. It's unbelievable. And not telling you what to invest in by any means. I'm simply here to document, my journey and my story of what I'm getting into and why. One other thing I want to make mention is because many of y'all ask, like, hey, do you have another Apollo Inu? Do you have another token that you think could do a 10x, 100x, 1000x, 10,000x? And I'll tell you right now, it might be a little bit before we get it out. It might be a little bit before they actually launch, maybe a couple of months. Who knows? But I will say this. There's a monster that I'm hearing about that's being developed. And, I'll let y'all know as I continue studying and researching, what that could look like. And keep your eyes open for that. And again, don't get into my picks. Get into the principles behind my picks. All right, here's what I want to do. Before I get to Saitama, I want to let y'all know about my sponsor. For a lot of people ask, dude, are you sponsored by Apollo? Like, I noticed that you're crushing it. It's funny. Like, as soon as I start doing really good with the token, all of a sudden I'm sponsored by them. No, they can't afford me. I invested over $250,000 of my business funds into Apollo Inu, and that's grown to, over 2.2 million at the time of this recording. But no, they can't afford me. And in fact, they've never paid anyone to talk about Apollo. All organic for those guys. And I'm really proud of them. I'm excited for them. I'm happy for them. I'm really excited about the Apollo Inu community that's being developed right now. It's in its infancy. But no, I've never been paid by a project. There was a time in my life when I wasn't doing this that I was hoping to God someone would pay me, one day, but never happened. And now I'm glad that I've never been paid. I can proudly say I've never received compensation for talking about a project. And you know what? I'm in a position now where I don't have to, and I never will moving forward. And so I'm here to make my money. I'm turning $1 million into $100 million in crypto, and I'm documenting my journey and my story every step of the way. And so really excited about what's next and what's being built right now. And it's crazy. Like, Apollo is just in its infancy. And I remember watching Saitama when it was a baby. I remember I got into Saitama way later in the process than when I got into Apollo. But it's just really exciting. So I want to give credit to my sponsors. The reason why I'm able to talk freely. And by the way, I can say whatever I want about a token. I can buy whenever I want. I can sell whenever I want. I could sing praises. Last 2 weeks ago, I was holding Apollo Inu hostage. Like, I put a gun to their head. Y'all saw me do that on Twitter and YouTube because I was like, hey, I've been burned by projects. I want to see if you can deliver on time. I want to see if you guys are, men of your word. Like, can y'all actually deliver an exchange? Can y'all give us a clean white paper? Can you give us a decent website? They said they would. And I had a lot of questions and skepticism, and they did. So I can't say anything. Y'all got me. So I'm going to keep holding these projects accountable. Apollo Inu, y'all have a good start. That's a good start, but that's not enough for me. It's not enough for me. Like, continue staying disciplined. Stay consistent. There are projects out there that when you begin and you're nothing, y'all cross your T's, you dot your I's, you don't take the community for granted. But then I've seen projects that over time, they grow like crazy and they start taking people for granted. They take the community for granted. They take their success for granted. And now things start slipping through the cracks and, things aren't being done well and things aren't going right. And so Apollo Inu, I hope you're taking notes from a lot of these other projects that don't operate in excellence. Stay right there. We haven't arrived yet. We're not even close to your potential. You know that. I know that. And so I'm really excited to see how the project continues to develop. I'm very confident in it. And, let's keep our eye on it. Let's keep holding everybody accountable in this space. I am sponsored by Yips. That is why I can call out anybody I want, hold people accountable. I operate in transparency. I'm calling on every project I ever invest in to do the same thing. I don't care if it's Ethereum. I don't care if it's Engine. I don't care if it's Apollo or Saitama. But I do use the award-winning, strain-specific, no additive Yips night capsule because I'm sponsored by Yips, and it freaking works. It helps me with effective rest without the grogginess found in traditional sleeping pills. It's all natural. It completely changed my sleep. You can actually use the code HENOK, HENOK, to get 20% off of their all-natural CBD-based products. And that's why I'm free. These projects will try to hold influencers and communicators hostage with money and with power. And I don't need that from any project. I don't want that from any project. I'm a made man. I've got my own money. I've got my business. I'm good. I'm good. That's all I got to say. I don't need to go on about that. So I will continue operating in transparency, holding everybody in this space accountable, and I'm going to keep calling everyone up. I want to see crypto become ubiquitous on planet Earth. And the only way that will happen is if every single project succeeds. So it is in my financial interest in any project that I'm invested in that not only do I see you grow, Apollo, Engine, Saitama, and Ethereum, but I'm here to help. Okay? Y'all saw who I was with in LA? Y'all saw? And this is just the beginning. I've got new friends, people that want to get into crypto. I've got a business partner. I've got business partners that run multiple companies that do hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue every single year. Why? They operate with executional excellence. They crush it consistently, and their teams crush it consistently over time, every time. And so I want to bring that to my projects. You know, if I can help in any way, if my team, the Hanok Crypto team, can help in any way, again, I'm not charging. I want to see my money grow. So as a community member, it's my job to hold projects accountable and roll up my sleeves and get to work, push things forward in any way that I possibly can. So with that being said, it's time to talk about Saitama. It's time to have an honest, real conversation about Saitama. And I will say this. I told y'all I operate in transparency, accountability, because I want to take accountability and transparency, you know, when it comes to what I'm doing, and I expect every project to do the same. So let's have an honest conversation. I was told, we've been told that we were going to see the swap live at, last week. I mean, Russ mentioned 1 or 2 days potentially in that video. When he said 1 or 2 days, I said to myself, okay, 3 or 4 days, just to have a margin of error. And we still don't have the swap. I don't have a problem waiting. Listen to my words, because some of y'all people out there and my critics are going to try to take my words out of context, and I'm not going to let you do that. So listen very carefully. I'm not upset with the fact that I'm down on Saitama. Y'all just watched what happened with my wallet. It went from 1.6 million down to 1,050,000 in a day, right? And then it went up to 3 million. Like, that happens all the time, up and down in crypto. I don't care about that. Right? I know where this is headed. I don't care about the fact that we don't have SataMask out. I don't care. I literally don't care that we don't have it out right now. I only have one issue. One. I only have one issue. I don't mind waiting. It might take months. It might take years. I don't mind waiting. I don't have a problem with the price being down, y'all. I have one issue right now. And it is something that can be so easily fixed, so easily handled. And that's probably why it rakes my nerves a little bit, because it's such an easy thing. All I want to see is when someone, a dev, when Russ or one of the devs say, we will see SataMask or an exchange or whatever it is that we're announcing is on the way by this particular time, that it actually happens. But if we don't know for sure that it's going to happen, that's okay. The wolf pack is willing to wait and be patient. Patience isn't the problem. It's the announcements, and it's so easy to control. Just don't give specific dates. We now have a consistent track record of not hitting targets that were definitive and clear. So that gives the enemy bullets. That gives people who hate the project ammunition. And I don't want to give ammunition to, it's sensitive out there with Ukraine and Russia, but if I'm a soldier in an army, I don't want to give my enemy bullets to come shoot me with and shoot my project with. So all I ask, kindly and respectfully, for the mental health and the sanity of the community and the holders. I don't think the community minds waiting. You might come out and say, it'll take us a year. Okay, it'll take us a year. At least we know, right? Like, I don't think people mind waiting. I don't think people even mind that there's some people obviously that are, don't like the fact that the coin is down. I mean, no one likes to see their coin down, but we understand that it happens in crypto. That's not the issue. It's the controllables. So all I ask, as one of many amazing community members, I'm not saying that I'm, higher or anything like that. All I ask, as respectfully as I can, let's just hold off on definitive pronouncements until there's a track record of hitting those targets on time. For the sake of not giving the enemy bullets, for the sake of credibility and trust. That's it. Easy fix. You know? Or if you are going to make an announcement like about a definitive date, like put the date out like so ridiculously like far ahead that like you're going to guarantee hit that target. Like, you know, say the mask will be out a year from now, you know, and it'll be out maybe in 2 weeks, right? And that way everybody's excited and happy because you came out so early, like something like that. If you're going to give a date, you have to give a date. Like just put it out so far out that you can't lose. But the way it's happening right now, y'all, it's just, you know, just creates unnecessary FUD and gives the enemy bullets. And I just don't want to see, you know, I want to see nothing but the best for Saitama. So I think that'll help. You know, we'll see. We've got an AMA coming up in the next few minutes. Let me get some questions out of the way. And then we're going to call it a day. All right. Someone said if you missed becoming a millionaire by buying the crypto coin called Shiba Inu, here's another chance. Buy as much of Volt Inu. All right, you guys, Volt Inu shills like crazy. I've never seen one shill like that. Christian said, Henok, you're an absolute legend. What are some of the best YouTube channels for learning how to make money in crypto? Start with Alex Becker. Look at Elio Trades. Look at Your Pop. Look at Jake Gagan. Start there. What are your thoughts about? I'm not gonna get into that. So, Victor said, "What's up, bro? Congrats on your growth. Thank you so much." Oh, Jeremiah, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Jeremiah said, so many tokens tried to duplicate, but none compared to what was created with Clifford Inu. I believe it can help you reach your goal. I'm taking a look at Clifford. I'm not going to invest at this time, but man, I love your community. I want to see every single token and project win because when every project wins, all of crypto grows and mass crypto adoption happens, just like Russ talks about all the time. And that's what we want. All right, y'all, I'm about to wrap up the live stream. Wow, we got a lot of comments in here. Crypto Connor said, what's up, Henok? I'm so proud of you. Roxy said, Alex Becker is off the chain. Yo, let me give y'all a gem. Go watch Alex Becker's video on how to make money trading micro caps. I'm about to make some of y'all millionaires because of that one. Adam Shelton. Oh, Adam Shelton. I'm so sorry. What is wrong with me, y'all? Please go subscribe to Adam Shelton. Oh, my gosh. Why don't I ever? I'm sorry, Adam. Shame on me, y'all. He's incredible. Oh, yeah. And by the way, I think Saitama might really do some numbers in March with this Dubai thing coming. I think there's something big in the works. Listen, at this point, I'm not telling y'all for sure, like maybe nothing will happen. Like I'm not here to push or nothing like that. I'm just saying like I'm hearing rumblings that there might be something. So please, maybe one day. Maybe one day. Some of y'all's comments about Saitama is crazy. I don't want to say that negativity. Anella said, bro, what's up, Anella? It's so good to see you in here. Riku said, be careful. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. I love this. And listen, I'm about to wrap it up. Riku said, be careful. The Wolfpack is about to flood your Twitter with threats. I know. And I don't care because I'm going to tell the truth. I don't care. If y'all cancel me, please do me a favor. If you don't like the fact that I'm critical and honest about these projects, do me a favor, unsubscribe. Wolfpack. Anyone who has a problem with me being honest and holding y'all don't have a problem when I hold Apollo Inu accountable, but you have a problem when I hold I don't know, whatever. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. I really don't care. I'm good. All right, y'all. I gotta go because the AMA with Saitama is any moment now, and I don't want to miss it. I want to hear what's coming. Is Sata Realty gonna happen? Is the swap about to go live? Let's find out. I love y'all, and thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for following, and I hope